Officer of Patrol Borough Queens South. With me today is Deputy Chief Jerry O'Sullivan, the Commanding Officer of Detective Borough Queens South, and Frank Anacaro, the Senior Vice President of the Department of Buses for the MTA. The information I am about to give you today is preliminary and subject to change as the incident is only a few hours old. This morning at approximately 7:23 hours in the vicinity of Linden Boulevard and 197th Street, a 44-year-old male ran in front of an eastbound Q4 bus with what appeared to be a firearm in his hand. The male subsequently boarded the bus, at which time the bus driver immediately opened all the doors to allow all passengers to exit. Once on the bus, the male made statements that he was being chased and directed the bus driver to continue driving. The bus driver continued, and at approximately 7:36 hours, in the vicinity of 232nd Street and Linden Boulevard, the bus driver jumped out of the driver's side bus window. The subject then gained entry to the bus driving by passing a partition and attempted to take control of the bus. The bus then continued down Linden Boulevard. The bus struck a utility pole and came to a stop mid-block between 233rd Street and 234th Street. The subject then exited the bus and proceeded across the street, where he was apprehended by responding officers from the 113th Precinct. Both the bus driver and the subject were removed to area hospitals where they received treatment for minor injuries. An imitation pistol was recovered on the bus. Chief O'Sullivan, to my right, will show a photo of that pistol. The investigation is ongoing at this time, and the charges on the male are pending. If you were on the bus or have any additional information to help in this investigation, please call the 113th Precinct Detective Squad or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. All calls are strictly confidential. Now you will hear from Frank Anacaro, the Senior Vice President of the Department of Buses for the MTA.
Thank you, Chief Clune. So, the MTA, we're very thankful to all the responding agencies. We're very thankful that there were no serious injuries, passengers or our bus operator. Our bus operator is a 21-year veteran. He is currently at the hospital with management and his union representative with minor injuries, and we're very thankful. I'll turn it back over to the chief. Thank you.
Any questions?
So, what period, how many blocks did he believe he was being held at gunpoint, approximately, are we talking about here?
Well,
I'll go. So it looks.
Step closer to the mic. Thank you.
So based on review and video from the bus, it appears that the individual stopped the bus and at some point pulled out a firearm toward the bus driver. When that happened, the bus driver was traveling eastbound on Linden Boulevard. He stopped the bus, hit the brakes. We could see a gun on video, or what appeared to be a gun on video. The driver opened the door. The individual appeared to be erratic. He put the gun, he put the gun inside of his waistband, and they allowed everybody from the bus to exit both the rear doors and the front doors, and that included the individual with the fake firearm. And when we look at it, it appears to be that firearm was a BB gun. So to answer your question, the bus continues to travel eastbound from 197 Linden to 233rd and Linden Boulevard.
But the bus driver was off at that point?
No. So the bus driver remained on the bus, and the individual that got on the bus remained very close to the driver at all times. So there's on these buses there's a partition which separates the passengers and the bus driver. The individual got on the bus, sat directly behind the bus driver, and leaned up close to that partition the whole way. So there wasn't any room for the bus driver to exit the bus with the passengers. I definitely want to commend the driver for his actions. He did not move the bus until everyone was off that bus, and then they continued traveling eastbound on Linden Boulevard. So to summarize, they went from 197 in Linden and to the where it collided to 233rd and Linden Boulevard.
Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just confused. So he jumped out a window where? Right
At approximately 232nd Street, so it was about one block.
Approximately a block away.
Yes.
That's correct.
What we don't know is if this man took control of the wheel
No, it appears that he did take control of the wheel by climbing over the partition, and then the bus subsequently crashed right behind us.
Chief, could you tell us about the power being out in the area? Con Ed's here. I see some stuff down the street.
Right. So first of all, I want to commend Con Edison for their quick response, and they made the bus and the scene safe. I spoke with Con Edison. They said that they believe the power should be out for approximately at least 3 hours, but they're working on it.
Any other questions?
How many passengers were initially on the bus that got off?
We believe there was approximately 20 to 25 people on the bus.
So this could have clearly been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. And I believe the driver was calm and did a great job up until the point of collision.
And about how many homeowners are affected without power at this time?
It's hard to say, but this immediate area, Linden Boulevard, it's a large street here. There's a school right where that collision occurred. That's without power. Linden Boulevard, there's no traffic lights here either, so I don't know how far the no power extends.
It's probably about 2 to 3 blocks in each direction off Linden Boulevard. But right now, Con Ed is actively working on it to correct the issue.
Last question. The school was occupied with kids? And
It
what
was.
happened with the children?
They were sent home from school.
You know how many kids were in the school?
I don't know. I spoke with the people at the school. There was they had students there. They started very early, and they were all safe.
Thank you, everybody.